így, na. Classes vagy Explore? Nem tudom, Classes vagy Explore? Explore, sajnálom.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Sajnálom, JRPG-s vagyok. Ott a tanárnőm hátul, ott a biológia tanárnő, akivel tanuljuk majd a biológiát. Ott a kis kalapjában, ott. Weasley tanárnéni, ott. Hát igen. Hát choose different house. Ha nem probléma. Hát na, ilyen cikcakkos Anakin vibe-ból mit lehetne? Persze, hogy éhezem az erőt. Úgyhogy select.
I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
És elfogadom a házikót. Ennyi? Most már nincs visszaút. Ez az.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Fuck you, hogy nincs Quidditch.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Jaj, gyerekek, hát van egy sztorim. Küldött az ég jeleket, hogy hülye gyerek, legyél Moldekár. Ez itt most nem fontos. Ugye most van a Kinder Joy-ban ez a Harry Potteres figurák, és mindenféle szilszal, ami Harry Potteres, és ugye veszegettem, mint a hülye gyerek. Na most tegnap vettem egyet, és egy Draco Malfoyos ilyen kis könyvjelzőt nyitottam belőle. Na mondom, Maldekár. Utána ugye ma vettem még, mert nem állunk meg, és nyitottam egy Draco Malfoyt. Mondom, ez már egy elég egyértelmű. És ha még nem lenne elég, nyitottam egy Pitont is. Úgyhogy már az égiek is tudták.
Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts.
Milyen jó lesz zöld, nézd már oda a fiúknak. Ajjajjajjajjaj. De jó néz ki. Korán reggel, csicsergő madarakkal 6 órakor.
Looks like everyone's gone.
Pontosan, feci. Welcome to the Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Whee! Hát na. Csicsa. Csecse. Zsisa. Pontosan. Na jó. Ennyi, mutassuk meg a csicskáknak, hogy ki a possz.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Introduction. Mi a faszomnak? Imelda. Ő Sebastian, őt hagyjuk a végére, mert őt ismerem.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Pak. Kezdjük Ominisszal őt. Majdnem elszóltam magam. Na nem baj.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you need it.
Nem, most gyorsan le kell fektetni, hogy ki a Károly.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Hominis. Fasz. Jó van, nice to meet you.
Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Köcsög. Azt nézem én is, hogy nagyon fehérje volt a
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Nagyon tejfehér volt. Na. Szia, Imelda.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Pak.
Checkmate. Told you. You
Csá.
should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Hát más is megülhetsz, és megtudjuk, hogy tényleg legendás ez a lovagló technikád. Hát, legyünk valakivel jóban.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
I know what you need. I know.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
You know, is just a young one.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Hú, ez nagyon lelázós volt. És akkor itt jön a legjobb spanunk, Sebastian.
Already knew that. Can I help you?
Ja.
Oh,
Hát
the new
fogom
5th year.
egy csomó
I'm
küldőt
Sebastian
csinálni.
Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Tudom. Hát nyilván. Úgyhogy gyerekek, beszopódtam. Ennyi.
It was dreadful, certainly.
Az füge.
Quite an experience, nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Az a baj, hogy egy picit muszáj.
What book were you reading?
Kicsit muszáj. Mert az alap varázslatokat nélkül nem nagyon lehet felfedezni.
But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Is the new fifth-year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Hopp. Majdnem elsült. Whee! Bazd meg, hogy fut. Nagyon sok a titkosság.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Beakadt a szöveg.
Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
És gyakorlatilag most kapom meg a menüt. Bam.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Char is hard to read, but I find it as easy to read as a star chart.
I certainly would have appreciated
Elvileg itt lenne a játék legjobb ruhája, de összegyűjtjük. Visszahúzódott a kígyó. Nagyon jó.
And educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on
Revelio.
and see what details the field guide has on?
És akkor megkaptuk a menüt. De jól néz ki, úristen.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Faszom, de jó van megoldva. Többiek egy csicska.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Ó, középső... Még nem engedi. Central Hall. Igen. Tényleg jó a port. Hű.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Csak hogy kicsit felszobdossuk a játék készítőinek a faszát. Viccen kívül, ugye a Red Dead Redemption 2-t, aki követ és akivel beszélek, tudja jól, hogy már kiglitchelt, ki megfőzte a PS4 Pro-t. Ez oké, hogy meleg, szerencsétlen gép, de nem akar meghalni. Nem akar felrobbanni. Hát egy Warzone nincs így optimizálva, baszki.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Revelio.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Nem lesz Quidditch, mert elmondta a igazgató, hogy túl sok sérülés történt az előző évadban, vagy szezonban, és emiatt nem. De DLC-ként igazából bármikor bejöhet, úgyhogy... Tommy, benne voltam a bétában. Olyan szinten nem vonz, hogy elindítsam, hogy azért van fönt, mert volt kollégáim közül 3, aki tudom, hogy van, aki ráfügg, az kész. Hát ne viccelj hát fú, hát ez még nagyon régen volt ugye közös mód, hogy emlékszel, hogy összeírogattam a térképre a kódokat.
You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
De emlékszem, még Messengeren küldtem. Jó, thank you, professzor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Elküldtem Messengeren a térképet, amit csináltam, még Paint-tel talán, és felírkáltam a kódokat, lelőhelyet, stb. És hogy miket hoztunk át. Még igen, az Island voltak jó köreink, bizony.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a
Charlie fölment a dohányzó asztalra. Jó hallom.
I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details
Tomi, ne, azt hagyjuk. Az amúgy nem hajnal 2-3 volt, hajnal 4.
Ears must have been burning. Oh? Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself.
Hát még nagyon az elején vagyunk, az a baj.
Explain the details of the field guide's map.
Of course.
Thank you.
Fú, még rettentően.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Azért, mert ez egy kicsit hülyén fog hangzani, az már egy elég idős kor ahhoz, hogy csináljanak egy olyan karaktert, aki el tudta dönteni, hogy most fiú vagy lány.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve.
Sehogy nem magyarázzák. Mindenki rácsodálkozik, hogy te már 5. évesként kezdesz. Ennyi, semmi. Nem problémáznak úgy rajta.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
So. True.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now,
Hát ja,
sounds like
igen,
you've quite a day
az
ahead.
is igaz, tényleg, igazad van, Tom, mert ugye kicsinek még ilyen úgymond párbai varázslatokat nem tanulsz, szóval mit tudom én, ugye a Lumos, Alomóra, nem is tudom mi volt még, maximum ilyen 5-6 varázslat tényleg, amit így megtanulnak. Hát igen, ilyen. Hát na. Viszont amire nagyon kíváncsi vagyok, hogy... Igen, pontosan. Na, nézzük ezt. Igen. Csinálunk egy... Hülye, hogy gyorsabb volt a mentés, mint a Final Fantasy-be, baszki. Nem Home Cinema. Headphones. Ahogy vagy. Fú, mik lesznek itt, igen. Nem lehet beállítani, hogy izé. Ennyire nem akartam előre rohanni. Collection. Itt jegyzi majd a statue-kat. Nagyon jó. A questet már ismeritek. Challenges. Quest. Ja, hogy kell még ehhez csinálni. Field. Gondolom ez is. Na szóval. Hát akkor öltözzünk fel, mert... Jogos. Na gyerekek. Annyi a titok, hogy ugye kaptam plusz dolgokat. Úgyhogy a fiunk mindjárt megváltozik. Hello. HP már 200-ra felugrott. Hopp, a Potter, oda néz. Nem. Jó és jó, ez a transzmog. Igen, de viszont van benne ilyen transmog rendszer, hogy hogyha hülye cucc van rajtad, akkor is rajtad van, úgymond a statokat megkapod, mint a Diablo-ban. De ezt mondjuk Tommy onnan ismereti. Jaj, Istenem, jó, de csak nektek, bazd meg, hát faszom. Hopp! Ne, hát nem PvP, PvE lesz majd. Hát legyen ez a szar. Ne, faszom. Na jó. Később lesz. Később lesz. Ó, később adta annyi, mint... Igazából egy csomó cuccot kaptam különben. Csak nem tudom, miért nem engedi fölvenni. Hopp, igen, itt az ajtóknál van egy kis töltési idő. Nem baj. Ennyi baj legyen. Hopp. Azért van töltési idő az ajtóknál. Na most akkor akartok szemüveget? Mert faszom, akkor... Nem látszik a kontraszt véget, bazd meg. A lényeg az, hogy zölden világít a kontroller. Az megvan? Nem tudom. Túl erős a kontraszt. Túl erős a kontraszt a kamerának, de zölden világít a kontroller. Nagyon jó. Facewheel. Ez a izé. Na. Ennyi. Fölfelé.
It was an accident. Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago.
Revelio.
Na most akkor hol van az a szar?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Feljebb. Hát Merlin szakállára. Ja, itt van.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Ott hagytam.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Jézusom, ez itt van. Úristen.
I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of
Hát jó, de ő
charm
maga
work,
az...
but I
Ő maga...
am
Ő maga
confident
meg is.
you will take
Hello,
hold
can
with the
I
passion
help me?
and rigor
Kamala.
requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks.
Olyan, mint hogyha javítottak volna a szinkronján. Mert tudom, az 1.0 ugye a megjelent verzióban ilyen nagyon ilyen sejpítős volt.
Color change and growth charms.
Nem akarom elhinni, hogy felmondották vele az egészet.
Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months
Most jöttem a kurva iskolába. Erre még a könyvet is elveszett tőlem. Hát miféle tanár vagy te? Ha megtudom, hogy servérű vagy véged.
Even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm. Well,
Azt hiszem. Te olyan jó fosósat.
everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another.
Ravenclaw-os az mit keres? Kiesett a gumi, vagy mi van?
Thank you. Get into place now.
Tik, 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 bam. Accio.
Accio.
Accio. Pak.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to
Milyen
have the
nagy
basics
szája
down,
van a
and it is an
csajnak,
exceptionally
baszki.
lovely day,
Ki, igazi
thinking
tutajos.
that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Jaj, most jön az a... Most jön az a hülye játék. Meg kéne verni a picsát. Ó, hát figyelj. Nagy szájba minden belefér. Hopp, szép lassan töltődnek be a textúrák. Mindegy, ennyi csalás kell.
Fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport?
Tényleg nagyon szép munkát végeztek le a kalappal.
To the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the possible moment. Excellent control there. That's it.
Ne esd le!
Very good. Very good. Points to Slytherin. Well,
Ennyi?
there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Adok én neki challenge-ot.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Azt hittem köpött.
Excellent control there.
Here we go. There we go. Well done. Let us see this. Yes!
Oh, fuck. Mindegy. Csaj, át kell.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Very good.
Here we go. There we go. Quite impressive. Watch this. Phew.
Accio.
That's it.
Ez a nehéz, bassz meg kihúzni. Dravra, döntetlenre.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the
Mindegy, Ugandából jött, ő és az édesanyja.
Is Wagadu much bigger than
Az édesanyja hogy magyarul ezt a horoszkópos mágiás tanulmányokat okítja. És annyi, hogy azért neki nehezebben ment a tanulás.
It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it. The mist was so thick.
És annyi, hogy nekik nincs nyilván ilyen Ugandában ilyen kastélyuk, hanem csak egy ilyen hegyoldalba vájt iskola van. És ott szerezte az alaptanulmányokat, és onnan jött ide, úgymond. Csak ugye az édesanyja kapott egy behívót ide a suliba, hogy szeretne, akkor tud itt tanítani, és ennyi.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand.
Én csak azért vagyok jó fej vele, mert ő megtaníthat új varázsolni, nincs nálad pálca. Legalábbis valamennyit tud tanítani.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word,
if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be
You
using
wanted
it on
to speak with
clothing
me, Professor?
precisely.
I did.
You know
I
very
trust
well
your
you-
first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Igen, ennyi csalás kell. Hogy mondjam? Néztem a Avalanche-nek a Twitch streamjét, és bizony mondták, hogy ugye hogy mondjam neked, kellett ugye egy kis csalást végrehajtaniuk, és hát nézd, amúgy lehet az is, hogy lehet az is, hogy én raktam túl világosra. Quest. Várják, kienged zoomolni. Még nem. Még nem. Még nem jön az eleje. Így menjünk. Még nincs nagyon szerintem oda, inkább ilyen zöld lángom.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Igen.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha
Igen.
Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Na, úgy látszik, bevételeken nincs ilyen töltési idő, meg ilyen szükségek. Most jön az öregasszony. A Levioso-val.
Professor Hecat! Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity.
Mennyire jól néz ki a karakterem, bázz meg a cinematikban. Hihetetlen. Na várja. Vágjunk egyet.